And when I started to take an interest in her, I increased the number of youth committee meetings. And she was a little naive. And so one particular time I invited her to dinner before the actual meeting. And her response was, "That's not necessary. If we've got anything to talk about, we can talk about it in the office." She didn't get my intentions. But before too long, she started to understand that I was interested.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, so we had a big church wedding. 300 people turned up. But
Yeah.
it was a wonderful occasion, of course. And that was 45 years ago.
45 years ago.
45
wow.
years ago.
Wow, so good to hear about a flourishing Christian marriage. And I understand that you didn't have much of a honeymoon. You got straight into ministry after getting married, hey?
Yeah, I mean, I hear a lot of people say you need 12 months to not be in ministry, to get to know each other. Well, we didn't go down that road at all. We went for a week's holiday down at Lennox Head, northern New South Wales coast.
Yeah.
And then we had to rush back because we were organising a crusade up in Sandgate that Trevor Chandler was preaching at.
Yeah.
And so we were right into it, right from the start.
Yeah, fantastic. And you then ended up doing a lot of travelling ministry with Trevor Chandler. He would travel all over the place. Would you go along with him on some of those things?
Well, initially, when I was just in the church, I went to see him and asked if I could become his Timothy. This was before I was a youth minister, and he refused. And so I was a bit disappointed. And then one particular time I heard that he was going down to Melbourne to preach a crusade there. And so I went to him and I said, "Could I come with you?" And he said, "No." I said, "Right." I said, "Not. I don't want to travel with you. I just want to be there in the meetings." He said, "Oh, well, in that case, that's all right." So I drove down to my parents' home down in Sydney. I did the 1,000 kilometres in the car, and then I jumped on a train, got down to Melbourne, and I was there at the airport when Trevor's plane landed, and he began to realise that I wasn't going to let him go. You see,
fantastic.
But yeah, I did travel a little bit with him, yeah.
Yeah, wonderful. Well, we're joined by Vince Esterman, who is a pastor and an author, and we're going to find a bit